evening, my little seedlings, one and all. Why has my crazy? Well, among that little glitch that I didn't need to have happen to me straight away, welcome to Creators of the Donut Table. Today, we're going to be showcasing our partnered creators, our newest 4 additions to the team. Stop pressing things. Believe me, it was meant to seamlessly transition, but what it did, it was go through my entire ROS TSU folder before stopping on Streamseed. So, realistically, that is my bad. Leon, please don't fire me. How's everyone doing? Stop. I don't know what happened. It flicked through everything that wasn't what I needed it to be. This is I will say, I've moved from Streamlabs OBS to just OBS Studio, and the scene collection thing, even though I think it must have existed on Slobs, is very different on OBS. But for some reason, it just went through all of my ROS TSU stuff, and I don't stream, so I should have had that all deleted. Don't even know why it's still there. Please fire him. Quack. Mrs. Quack is only angry because I got small eyes, but can still read better than her, whatever that means. But still, as some of you might know, this is a little gather hub. So what you're going to see is a lot of people jumping around and on go-karts very fast. You're not going to see their cameras because we've cropped the top out. This isn't a camera event, even though people want to sort of get to know one another. It's there for them to use. And you can see they're all on the little go-karts. God, gather just gives me just nothing but speed anxiety. It's easier on OBS. Evil, I would believe you if I had real time to fish my way through this app. But I don't, so I bloody can't. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through what I'm calling the old guard of Streamseed. We're going to go through the OGs, let's say, give them a small introduction, because effectively, from the day that we launch is the day that we sort of get real with the service that we provide, and the PCs will be put through their depths with the content they're putting through. Look, they're all getting their lovely little time in on camera. Look, I'm famous. Someone clip it. Oh, I'm going to fire Guns and Lofty. They're the first on my list to go. But we'll get right on into it. I'm not too sure if we're going to have a little an end game where people can join in on the gather. So if you guys want to just come in and make a little avatar and speak to some of the guys here, then you'll be more than welcome to do so. What's that behind me? I wish I knew. I wish there was something behind me to throw love. But no, there's nothing here. I'm on my own, Loft. I'm on my own. But seeing as he's stalking me, shall we start our introductions with Welsh? I believe, if I'm correct, Welsh was the first, or one of the first, to come on board in the first PC introductions here. Love is trying to sabotage you. I feel it. Every single day I feel it. But let's get on it. I've got to mute myself. For some reason, I can't seem to change the AFK mode, so it just mutes me all the time. But if we get Welsh's attention to get off that stupid cart and come sit on the bloody donut, come on in. Nope. There we go. Let me unmute Gather. Welsh. Ah! He's alive. How are you? Would I be right in saying that you were one of the first PCs to come on board? Because I was looking through the lists. We can't hear him. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, I've really messed this up. For some reason, Gather wants to put you on a different speaker. Just get rid of me. Don't say wow. Don't agree with this. Why is it not letting me do this? Because I wanted to use the app for Gather, but for some reason, it just won't let me use it. Give me some love, Welsh.
Hello.
You should definitely be able to hear him now.
Is anyone listening?
A good start. It's Gather. I downloaded the app purposefully because I wanted to window this. Hear the little Welsh. Twisted could be the one to attest to just how difficult this is when you think everything is 100%. And then in the first 5 minutes, everything's gone to shit. So
basically, yeah.
That's that. So we'll start that again. Welsh, welcome on in.
Hello.
If I'm correct, you were one of the first to come on board, right? You were part of the first application wave.
I was even before that.
Were you just?
I was.
Because if I were to take a guess, because I've written down all of your information of when you were onboarded, but it's like back in late 2021, I'm sure.
We were just discussing that. It's September 27th, 21.
Oof. Hot diggity damn! You know what?
Time, yeah.
You are an old donut.
I am old donut.
That's a really good way of saying it. Do you know what? I really thought you'd have taken
Crusty
that.
Donut.
We're not going into that detail. We can hear it now. Perfect. Okay. Well, this will just be a small 5 maybe 10 minute little chin wag. We're going to go through the OGs as such, the remaining 4, and then remaining 3, and then we'll look to then introduce the 4 one by one so they can have their moment to shine. We're obviously not going to do a better job than Welsh, so I put Welsh first so that he can get all the jitters out of the way and give everyone else an expectation of what's to come. Welsh Ginger being too busy with his testacuzzi.
I still haven't managed to get one of them.
How much are they?
They're about 50 quid, between 30 and 50.
I'm going to have to buy 2 and weld them together. We're not getting there. I'm there in spirit, though. Yes, no, Twisted. It's a sad day, and Twisted has decided, as some of you might know if you've seen it on Twitter, to step away from the partner program. She has many things to figure out with regards to her own life, and again, you can read it onto her Twitter page. But she's always a seedling in spirit. She's never going to be one away from what it is that will be all things Streamseed. She'll be the first person that will be there as well as our coveted PCs who will be getting involved in a lot of content going forward. But she'll always be there. She'll always be there. No doubt you'll have us in your DMs at some point, probably tomorrow. Busy shit, but always here. See, that's a true seedling spirit. But Welsh,
hello.
Content creation for you. What made you get into it? You joined in late 2021. What brought Welsh Ginger to this space?
Well, I started streaming, it would have been back in maybe 2019, but I kind of stopped part of the way through it due to tech issues, and I just gave up, really. And then a certain optics pulled me back in. Got back into it, got to affiliate, and then eventually met Streamseed. And so I've just been doing it ever since.
We've got optics to blame then for your return.
Basically, yes.
Was it only one instance of you trying it, leaving, and then coming back, or did you happen to have a...
I tried a few times, but I had, at the time, a very, very cack internet connection. And I just couldn't actually stream without crashing every 10 minutes. So
other than you coming back then, what solidified you to become effectively a full-time creator? What was that defining moment?
I love the entertainment. I love entertaining people. I love creating content. Everything about it, all the different features. It's just me. I love it.
It's really hard to gauge some people, especially when it comes to this content sphere. As you know, a lot of people are in this in a hobby's sake. Yeah. And as much as they'd like to sort of go ahead with it, some people are consistently happy when it comes out to bringing out content at let's say, a lesser pace than someone like yourself, for instance, who, I mean, you put work in with regards to your shorts and the other formats other than you going live, 3, maybe 4 times a week?
Yeah, 4 nights a week.
So, damn.
Hopefully shorts every day, pretty much.
And you edit, you don't have anyone else editing with you, it's just you?
No, it's all my work.
So would you not look to get someone else in?
Not at the moment. I enjoy doing it. I gotta be honest. I love creating those videos, creating those shorts, and there's so many features now that we've got access to that you can use to create them. Makes working smarter, not harder, a lot easier.
No, I get you. I think in myself, I loved the editing process. I loved the behind the scenes work, and even though I loved streaming, I hated having to think I got to record the content and damn, now I've got to edit it. But it was the editing
Yeah.
that I enjoyed. So the behind the scenes for me would have been a better fit. But I know I'd have done too many people under my belt to then edit for their content. And I thought it's just not for me. So I'll stay behind the scenes with Streamseed and help you PCs out, trying to get you to that next level. But rounding it up, let's just say with the new 4 that you've just seen come on board, one piece of advice you'd give to them with regards to being partner, now knowing that the launch is in 2 months' time.
Ooh. Watch out for Doughnut's worth.
Doughnut's worth? Yeah, I'll write that down.
Yeah, that guy's a jerk.
That guy's a jerk. There is an AI video that we can AI video,
Oh, God,
animated
yes.
video we can show you of Doughnut's worth, which I only just viewed today, and it's pretty horrific.
It's traumatic.
Yep, I'll write
Kind
that
of
down.
my fault.
Look out for Doughnut's worth. You are the one to blame, and you will get your comeuppance. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that.
Aye.
Hey, there's Colsey in the chat. Welcome on in,
Hey,
friends.
Colsey.
So, some of you might know, Colsey won't be joining us this evening. He's had IRL issues that have come up, but he's hopefully going to be giving us some well wishes in from the chat. But this could be you, Colsey. This will be you eventually. You'll be in the hot seat. I'll be giving you hard questions like, why? See? Difficult question.
When?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? But no, perfect. Thank you for your time, mate. I'll
Thank you.
look to now go towards someone else who I didn't even know how I'm going to contact them. But go back in there, mate. Go and cause some chaos. Spread the bad word of Doughnut's worth, and I will catch you at the end.
Thank you, and I'll see you all soon.
God, it's such a cool way to exit, isn't it? There he goes on his cart. Why don't we try Gaming Loft next? I don't know if he's tuned in, but what I'll look to do, I'll get on that participant list. Do. There he is. Come to the table. Oh, he's here. I just said it. I said, like, just come to the table. I didn't know what else that would have been. Oh, but welcome, Lofty.
It's me.
It's you. It's your time to shine. I will say,
yes.
for the record, your camera isn't on, so you can be as wild or as shirtless as you want. That is obviously a preference to you.
Oh, listen, I know it's hot in the loft during the summer months, but no, I'm always shirted, never shirtless.
That's another thing. Do you have a window for the loft? Because heat rises. It's got to be awful up there.
No, during the winter, it's like a it's like streaming in a igloo, and then during the summer, it's like streaming in a freaking sauna.
I don't even envy you at all. And I enjoy a good sauna once in a while, but like knowing that it's just all wood all the way down, just containing the heat.
Oh, dude, I have a fan under the desk.
Is it one of those industrial ones?
It's a tower fan, so it's nice and long.
It's nice. Well, we'll keep that conversation for behind closed doors. No, sir. No, sir. You ain't catching me out like that.
I'll leave the catching out to optics.
Getting into the nitty gritty. So we'll follow in the similar format that we did with Welsh, and it's something we probably haven't touched on before. What brought you into content creation? What made Lofty Lofty?
I started with Mixer. As everyone knows, the great Rip Mixer that used to be. Big love to them.
Mm-hmm.
I started from there. I started watching people on there. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. And I started off with started trying a bit of Destiny through the Xbox, because with Mixer being a Microsoft program, you could do it through your Xbox at the time. You didn't have to have a PC. You didn't have to have any OBS, and most people were using Lightstream.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. And it just, to be honest with you, I just started as a viewer, and then I thought, I like that. I mean, I think I could give that a go. And then Mixer went kaput, and it was like, well, I guess Twitch is the way to go.
But I find it incredible, because for me, when I started my journey, I didn't start as a viewer to Twitch. And I find a lot of people that I've spoken to also haven't had that perspective. They just joined the creation sphere after maybe watching some YouTube people's, but they've never streamed. They've just, I'll just get on the bandwagon of that. Did you consider streaming at the beginning, or did you look to do video content at the same time?
To be honest, I didn't think about doing either. So like I said, so I went in as a purely as a viewer. I used to enjoy watching other people's content. I watched YouTube videos. I watched Mixer. I didn't really touch on Twitch at the time because it was almost like that was the competition. Like we've got at the moment between Twitch and Kick. Like Mixer was like the one that everyone would go to because you didn't have to have you didn't have to have any separate PCs or capture cards. Everything was done through your console. And I thought, well, you know what, I can, give it a go. See what happens. And I had a few followers, and I thought, I saw what other people were doing, and I thought, I don't have to have all the fancy stuff because I spoke to other people. They're like, no, man, just put your gameplay on. People will come watching just for doing gameplay.
And there you are in the loft, as magic as it is. I think it's an incredible little niche you found. But have you always gamed in the loft? I'm sure there must have been an office space in the house somewhere.
I was in the garage.
Ah,
Like you ever seen Klepto? Klepto's in his garage.
I see. Yeah.
So I was in the garage, and then the wife said to me, I want the garage converted into a dining room. So that means you need to find somewhere else.
You're being evicted.
So it was like, right, well, the loft is already converted, so I'll just go up there then. She's like, yeah, fine, get out of here.
That was another thing, yeah. So as Twister's mentioned there, gaming garage. Did you intend to create content because there must have been an OG name before Gaming Loft, right?
No. So it was the gaming loft, and I dropped the.
Even though you were in the garage.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually start streaming in the garage. I was gaming, game in the garage. So I gamed in the garage, and then the wife kicked me out to have it converted, and then I started gaming in the loft where I am now. And then that's when the content. That's when I got bit by the bug.
You know what? That's such a humble beginning. I started in the garage. My wife evicted me. I'm now in the sauna. Now I'm gaming.
Or the igloo in the winter.
The igloo. I'm in the seasonal loft, and, and I've been making content ever since. But you've made a great addition now to your content. So as we've seen, as the PCs join, you're now making more and more shorts content.
Yes.
As you go about it, what gave you that initial push? How did you get into wanting to create shorts alongside you streaming? Was it 3 times a week, isn't it?
3 times a week, yeah. So it was Welsh actually. So Welsh put me onto the website Join Combo.
Mm-hmm.
And because he was saying like, oh, you mean I was seeing Welsh was doing shorts. He was doing TikToks of different things, and I saw a couple of gaming. I said, like, how do you like? I mean, it's a pain in the butt to try and get the vertical set up using editing software. And he goes, "Well, just use Join Combo." I was like, what? Talk me through it. And I was like, oh my gosh, how this is so easy. You connect it to your Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Someone, either yourself hits a clip or someone in your community hits a clip, and it goes into there and it sits there and waits for you to go in and have a play around with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can post it to TikTok or to YouTube Short.
But again, by definition, work smarter, not harder. And
100%.
This is the great thing about the condition that we've got now with the PCs, is that there isn't a one-upsmanship, and it's great that Welsh has gone to you. I know what'll make your content, well, your library even bigger, but to also make the process of what it is you'll need to do easier than just having to manually do these edits on your own.
Well, yeah, I mean, because like editing's a bit of a ball ache anyway, just to do a long form edit. But to put it into that vertical format, the software's not set up for it. Which is what you mean. So to have that, as you said, to work smart and have the clip put into a vertical format for you, which you can then pop in. I pop it in. I choose the format, make sure that I'm happy with what's being clipped, trim it up a little bit, let it render, which takes literally seconds. I mean, I think it's about 60 seconds to render, and then you can and then you press a button and it pops over to TikTok. You jump on your phone while you're in bed, do a bit of editing, and publish it, and boom. You got yourself a nice library of TikToks.
We're entering an age of content creation where convenience is now at our fingertips, and this is where we at Streamseed will now be able to utilize these programs and pieces of software to help you guys and educate you on being more effective. Because as you said, you could be in bed and at a click of a button, you've produced a piece of content that you've already streamed. It doesn't need to be download the VOD, put the VOD onto a video editing software, then segment that one clip, add subtitles, cut the. Everything's done for you, which for me is a mad concept.
Yeah. You've been doing content a lot longer than I have, and I'm guessing you've seen the development from where you started to where we are now.
See, funny enough, I mentioned this with Leon. I've been in this sphere for 13 years.
The difference. So you've gone. From going from, going from where they are to where you are now. It's great because so Twitch have jumped on this now, so you can now do it through Twitch. You've got likes of Atom and other brands like that are identifying that there's a niche there for the work smart, because even if you were a if you're a full-time content creator, you get that time back because you're not spending so much time editing or using an editor, because you can just press, as you said, press the button and it's done for you.
No, totally right. We'll wind this up now. So I asked Welsh to give some advice to the PCs. Now, as a little game between us, you're not allowed to use Welsh's piece of advice, which was don't get on the wrong end of Doughnut's or watch out for Doughnut's. Because I knew that was what you choose. If you have to give
that guy's an absolute
one piece of advice for the new PCs, what are you giving
piece
them?
Of advice. When Leon's about duck.
When Leon's about duck, I'll give you an opportunity to elaborate if you'd want.
That forehead, dude.
Now, I was hoping you'd say, no, it's a mystery. But you know what? 18 inches of forehead can't go amiss.
18 inches no one wants to get wrecked to the teeth. That thing.
Leon, we love you. Tell him you love him.
we do love him.
We want jobs, Lofty, in this industry, man. You're killing me here. Damn. But no, thank you very much for your time. I will call on the next person, so go wreak havoc, spread the good word of Doughnut's.
I'm not spreading his words.
You're going to get stabbed.
He's still annoyed at me that I made him move in with Leon. So, yeah.
That's pretty rough. Yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah. So, yeah. But thanks for having me, dude. I'll catch you soon.
No, go has havoc. Thank you, man. So, 2 completed. We're going to go now to Guns, which will be our final OG creator. Again, in a similar format, we'll look to work on how they become into the industry, what it is they find fun about it, and then just a piece of advice. So let's just... you scared the absolute pants off of me. I didn't expect you to be here that quick.
Yay!
We scared him, chat. We scared him. Well,
Woo!
put you on
Complete.
the big screen. Woo! Yeah.
What the fuck?
You had a big GC there.
This is what you scared me now.
That's 5 gifted subs, chat. You're not allowed to see that. But welcome on in. This will be the first iteration of how we promote you guys through Creators of the Donut Table. Certainly won't be the last for sure. Guns, how did you get into content creation, and have you found the journey fun so far?
I came into content creation because I saw how people just played any games and just made stuff like Let's Play and stuff like help you in any situation if you are stuck anywhere. And I thought, hey, I don't need to do that. I can do that as well. And if I play anyway, so why shouldn't I do it?
So what are you playing currently? Because I see you play a lot of Tarkov, and it's sad for me to watch you play Tarkov because you were a great Tarkov player. But every time you speak German, I feel like it's either you're making a really good play or you're really not confident in what's about to go down.
Okay. If I know that somebody's in the chat who's speaking English, I switch. I can all the time switch up from German to English. It's no problem. I can also translate it the whole time if needed as well. But yeah, let's say besides Escape from Tarkov, I mean that's my main game actually. Besides World of Warcraft, but I play as well stuff like now the Outlast trials like Welch do, or any other horror games or something like that. Something, I don't know, something unusual, something different, something, I don't know.
Something
Scary?
not mainstream.
I say 50-50.
50-50.
Maybe, yeah.
You certainly play a variety of games that, like, I'd love to say that I could be good at playing Escape from Tarkov. It is a game that's intrigued me beyond belief. But when I'm getting killed by scavs because I'm playing so stupidly, it makes me depressed. So I haven't played Tarkov since the day I bought it, which was on release. And I have friends that are like, you should just play and just enjoy the movement. I get so scared. I just sit in bushes and I'm hearing like foreign voices and I'm thinking, those are players. And I sat in a bush for 45 minutes before a friend told me, no, man, that's an NPC. You just walk past them. And I walked past them. It was the most embarrassing stream of my life.
Sorry. But if I started to play that game because I got a recommendation like you from a friend, and he said, come on, give it a shot, just try it out. And I said, okay, fine, why not? And yeah, we can do the Twisted, by the way. So I decided to start and give it a shot. And I got somebody in kind of early times who just gave me a lending hand, you know. He helped me. And I feel that as well. If you start to play this game, whether you got aimbotted from the AI, this is totally depressing. And it's still, I got actually 3,800 hours so far, and I'm still getting one-shotted here and there from the fucking AI.
Wow. Over 3,000 hours.
Yeah, but it's only, I don't know, 2 years now. 2.5 years, something like that.
That's insane numbers for 2 years of gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's, I mean, the starting is hard. The starting is difficult, but if you're into it and if you make step-by-step progress, you're going to get so much self-confidence and you're going to be so proud of it. I mean, if I take a look, actually, I'm 3 quests away from getting the copper container, which is something that not a lot of people achieve in this game.
You're just above and beyond. You're just a different level of Tarkov gamer. I've only watched one streamer play Tarkov. I think it's Pestily, who I think is like the flagship person who plays Tarkov. And
that's the ultimate god player, yeah.
But it makes me sad because, again, as a game that I would love to try, I've never known a man to give it such a negative light that I'm like, I'd rather just play Minecraft and then just dig a hole. That's all I want to do. Minecraft is simple, fun, doesn't make me sad, and I'm not going to get aimbotted from 7 miles away.
I just want to tell you, we got raided.
No way did we get raided? If it isn't Baby Kraken. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Thank you for the 4 viewers coming on in. You've just joined us in an interesting segment. We are interviewing Guns and Cookies, one of our, let's say, old donut frogs here at Streamseed. But welcome on in. Welcome, Wakey. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for the love. We here at Streamseed are creating an affordable platform to help you guys as creators, large or small, to help smash your networking, partnerships, brands, and marketing. Come on in. Check out the website. If you want to get involved with the Discord, links below in the description. I feel like I'm on YouTube, but I'm not. But welcome on in.
That's advertised we like to hear.
That's advertisement you just love to hear. If you want to get on board, you can drop 5 subs. No joke. I can't gaslight more people to give me 5 subs. Can't do it anymore. But welcome in. Thank you, Baby Kraken, for the raid. Hopefully you can enjoy yourself. Late from the raid, but hello. Welcome on in, Slothy Cassie AI. Thank you for the follows. But GC, I'm gonna put this out to you now. I've asked Lofty and I've also asked Welsh the same thing. For the 4 people that have joined us now, the 4 new PCs, can you give them a small piece of advice? It might be Streamseed related, it might be related to content creation, but you cannot use what they've suggested, which was avoid Leon at all costs because of his 18 inches of forehead, and and avoid Doughnut's worth.
Okay, one piece of advice I would give to them. Take all your passion you got and put it into Streamseed. That's what I would say.
And put it in. You know what? That is. I like that. No, I like that. I was going to say it's humbling to put all your passion to it. And I'm thinking there could be more. No, you can't get more passion than that. You've nailed that. Perfect. But no, that's perfect. Guns, thank you very much for your time. I
was
will
a
let
pleasure.
you cause chaos among people, so make everyone frightened. Uh,
As usual.
Thank you for your time. Go have fun.
Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
You too,
Bye-bye.
man. So we'll take this small moment. We get a 5-10 minutes to give you guys some love in chat. As I said, we are Streamseed. We're looking to make an affordable service for creators big and small to nail the very things that most people don't get to have when they're starting this journey. Again, with your marketing, effective marketing, getting your partnerships right with appropriate brands for you to grow collectively together, and then just be among a community of people that are in the same position as you, that aren't looking for an ulterior motive. It's all working up towards the effective goal of being there together. But check out the website. That'll have every piece of information that you need on there. As of right now, we are 2 months away from our official launch where our seedling program will be available to you. We're not asking for £50 where you'll get 1 hour piece of advice from a partnered streamer. We're not looking for that. We're looking to give you information down to a T where you can digest and use in your everyday life, whether that be if you just stream or create long form content, or whether you just make shorts. I'm not a person who could watch a 15-minute video. I'll be there watching TikTok until my eyes bleed and then realize I've got 45 minutes to work and I haven't slept all night. But welcome on in. Welcome, welcome one. Welcome all. Doughnut's is still on my mic. Good man. Have you got the pin badge or is it the sticker? Wakey, welcome in. I've seen you guys on Twitter. I'm pretty sure how you're doing. Wakey, you've probably seen something with us. We are pretentious when it comes to Twitter. We post so much on Twitter, but it's all good. Welcome on in. Again, guys, we'll have a small break. Any questions you have, I'm more than happy to answer. If it's something that might be a bit too specific, then we have the lovely CEO Leon in chat and our wonderful marketing director Harley, a way to answer any questions you might have. Again, before we introduce our 4 new partnered creators. Partnered streamers suck anyway. Don't listen to those jerks. Wakey, I'm inclined to believe you, my friend. I'm joking. Those damn partners, who they think they are, thinking they're better than us. Pin badge. Good man. I also have... I'm trying to find a way to put my pin badge somewhere, but I can't seem to find an appropriate place to put him. Because I got a mesh microphone pop cover. There's no way Lloyd's here too. Lloyd, welcome on in. What's up, Streamseed? You know you did that to annoy me. You know there's no space in there. Welcome on in, Lloyd. I will say, however, if any of you would like to get involved in next week's, I apologize, in our Thursday's clip of the week, myself will be hosting. We need 2 judges. So we'll look to see who would like to become involved, and then we will nail out some amazing community-submitted clips to hopefully go towards that Fiat Panda 52 plate that's been parked in Optics' drive. Who knows? Not if you're hosting? Come on, come on. I need to find my pin badge. The pin badges rise up. I would say if there was a picture of the pin badge on Twitter, I'd certainly put out the picture. The pin badges, without being too biased, are pretty incredible. They're of immense quality, which I was really surprised because with the amount of detail that's on these pin badges, I'm surprised there's a machine on Earth that could do stuff like that. But what do I know? I'm just a large man who makes content. I'm just stupid. So, we've cracked down all of the old boys a part of Streamseed. Crazy. So now we go ahead and go through our thoughts. So, with the new PCs that have come on board, being the lovely 4, I'm wondering, who should we pick first? How would I decide this? Who gets the first impression of the newest 2023 Streamseed Elite? Where would one get one of these legendary pin badges? Colsey, listen, I can hook you up. Don't you worry. Well, what we could do, actually, so Colsey is one of our newest members, a primary YouTube creator. What we'll look to do is have him on eventually to have his have a little chinwag with him. But Colsey, would you want to do a text interview? Would that be something that we could do? We're redoing the shop as a part of launch, so we'll be making those available. If there's someone that can get a post up somewhere, even if it's on the Discord, just to share just how good these badges look, it'll be amazing. I can do that. Perfect. What I'll do, Causey, to make it easier, again, it's in a similar format. We will ask how you got into content creation, why is it you love this journey, and then a piece of advice you want to give to some of the old dogs. Listen, we're innovative right now. No one else is doing this on the internet, doing interviews with their chat by typing. No one's doing that. Nuts, mental, crazy. So, while Coles is thinking of some answers, because I'll have to read out his responses as well, I will drag in someone else. So let's see, of the list of people, who do we want to bring in first? You know what? We'll bring in Sleepy. Sleepy, come to the table. I really wish this was a donut table. It would have been more reflective. I will show you the donut table that we did have. What? Where? Are you guys just below, by the way?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Are you guys just hiding below, by the way?
Yeah.
Because when I called GC, he was like on the table already.
Yeah, we're just below.
But here we go. Sleepy has joined Streamseed's partner creator program. Don't worry, Sleepy. This isn't to roast you, even though we might say some things that might put you on edge. No, I won't put you on edge.
No problem. Go for it.
You know what? That's the energy I love, because GC didn't give me any of that energy. He just talked about Tarkov. I know.
Oh,
snooze.
gosh.
So, Sleepy, first off, welcome on in.
Thank you.
This has been a long time coming. We needed to bring on board some more passionate creators that are going to consistently make content on their own back, but also follow what we need done with regards to Streamseed, but you also follow in the same ideals of what we show, which is perfect for us. So I think the first question, as the others have had, what brought you into content creation?
So it was COVID, as many people have started during COVID. I was at home. I had a hip operation not long ago, and my friend actually said, "Why don't you stream?" And I was like, What's this streaming?" I didn't really know what Twitch was or anything like that. So I was like, "What's streaming?" And then she showed me, and then I just fell in love with it. The interaction with the chat, speaking with people while gaming, which what I love doing because I get bored playing by myself. So I like the interaction and just making friends.
Perfect response. I think a lot of people came into this to try and establish new friendships, form a community, and joining your charity stream yesterday was so lovely. That by the way, I was first in your stream, and I don't want anyone taking that away from me. In the first 10 minutes of that stream, you'd seen the love, because your first two parameters were knocked out of the park. Because I believe it was Brian and Blondie putting in subs to just sort of kick that off, and you don't find that as quickly as most people would do. But you do have a lush community, if that's the right word I would use. I've never used the word lush to describe, by the way, but it definitely is that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, my community is just amazing, and I mean, I didn't think I would get that far, but I did. So it was great. Yesterday was amazing.
No, it's a credit to yourself. A lot of the times that you see people doing the subathons, it's so draining, so mentally fatiguing. Not a lot of people would do it, and especially because I think your minimum timer was already 6 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to stream more than 4 hours before I start sweating. And I've got a camera on. I do not look well. I own several mirrors in my home. I know what I look like. And after 4 hours of sweating, I'm not a pleasant man to look at.
Yeah, I think because it was based on, like, it was for charity. So I didn't want to just do 4 hours. I wanted to do a lot more and try and raise money for the charity. So it was more focused on that rather than just a general subathon.
But if anything, it just shows to the kind of person that you are, that you would look to do those kind of hours on promotion of the charity, as well as the monies raised was going to a good cause. Not a lot of people have that kind of drive in them to do it on their own back, because effectively the one thing that you lose is time, and that's the most precious thing. But doing that and a good thing, again, credit to you 100%. It was great to see it all ending with the you taking the soy sauce shot and then sticking stickers on your face. Perfect.
Yeah.
But no, welcome on into the team. As of then, the content that you do create, what's a kind of a week in your content journal?
So I stream on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I try to do 4 hours. Sometimes it ends up with 3 hours, but I do a variety of games. So there's not one specific game that I stick to. I keep swapping my mind. So I don't really post a schedule anymore. I used to, but I don't stick to it anyway. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go into stream, pick a game that I think everyone will like, and just go with it.
Because I know that you yourself, Brian Blondie, play a lot of Dead by Daylight, and as well as has a hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a fair few jump
There's a few
scares
of
when
us,
Hammer's
yeah.
around.
Yeah, when Hammers is around, there's a lot of jump scares, a lot of screaming, a lot of ear popping. Everything happens.
Oh, her and Optics will get on like a house on fire. Optics loves scary games. He loves them. We'll get him on a scary game at some point. He hates them, but I know he will.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Love to see that.
I don't know if you've heard the pieces of advice given to you by the old guard of the PCs that are currently with us. Did you hear that?
Bits of it, yeah. We were just chatting away, and I couldn't really hear much.
No,
but,
that's fine. So the first one was, I'm not too sure if you're aware of Doughnut's Worth, but I'm sure Lofty will give you a full lowdown. Be careful of him. Leon, be careful of his 18 inches of forehead.
Okay,
The man has forehead, if that wasn't clear enough. And the third was to just stay true to what it is that you're doing, which I think was very humbling, because I didn't think Guns had that personality drive, but he was quite a nice man. The kind of thing you want to hear when you're about to go to bed, some positive feedback from an angry German who plays gun games. Crazy.
Definitely, yeah.
Perspective blown. But thank you for your time. You're more than welcome to go back and chinwag with the guys and
All right, thank you.
make a mess of everything.
Yep, I'll try my best not to break everything.
Thank you, Sleepy. Cheers for your time.
All right, thanks.
I'm getting ready for the next Grand Prix training. But that was Sleepy. I know there was a pinned follow shout out there for Sleepy. But welcome on in. Hot diggity damn, my throat. So I guess we'll just follow along with Colsey, I guess. So yeah, Colsey already mentioning in chat, got into content creation mainly through watching YouTube videos. Figured I could do that. Seems fun. So I kind of just started on YouTube in 2013. I've always been interested in making something for myself. Be my own boss kind of thing. But I just like making videos and content in general. That's my answer one. That's a very good answer one. Very good answer one. Well, while you're thinking of a second answer with your journey, how do you feel like your journey has come before you've joined Streamseed? We'll bring in our next guest so that you can think of another answer. And again, chat, if you've got any questions you want to ask to myself on Streamseed services or what it is that we do in general, again, there is the whole staffers team are here in chat to guide you if you happen to have any answers that I can't answer for you directly, or if I'm in the middle of a conversation, I know Harley will be deeply pressed to get something in the chat. So ask away anything that you want to. So, while we have one PC simultaneously giving us his answers, we only need 2 more conversations. I want to make sure it's 2, actually. It is 2. And just because I like this next person more than I like the person that's going to be fourth, Brian Dredd, would you like to come to the table, please? Sir Dredd, do I have to... Look how quick they are. They're crazy quick. You guys are so quick on this.
Well, they have to be, don't we?
Oi, oi. Bri,
Hello.
if this wasn't a long time coming, I don't know what this is.
A miracle. Let's go with that.
I wouldn't say a miracle. You're consistent. You create great content, and again, with consistency being key, it's one of the greatest forms that you put out there with regards to your content. And it's not just slapdash stuff. You do create good content, and Blondie does drive you to being a better creator because she is probably most of the content. We've seen that pickle clip. Don't you worry about that. Blondie, you're getting a shout out here. That's for you. You're in the next PC group.
You'll love it.
But welcome to Streamseed. If anything, I believe this is a long time coming, because I think when we'd met at GSCon, we'd always known that you would have stuck to the route of making content. And probably being as busy as you are, we were shocked to see like a really good application. Not that we were expecting people to dog the whole thing, but it was so refreshing to see how great of an application that you made. So with regards to your content journey then, what got you into doing this?
honestly, content creation in general. Gonna go. I had some bad news in my life. I lost basically all my friends because of it. And then I was like, well, I know streaming is a great platform for it. So I was like, started making friends through that. I thought, you know what, let's just do that. Jumped on, did some stream, and then it just slowly, in effect, snowballed effect. I started meeting new people. Funny enough, I met Blondie in a way and brought her into this scenario as well. So it just came from that.
Mhm.
It was lovely for me to like know that I wasn't on my own, and especially because it happened just as COVID started as well.
Mhm.
So I was on my own, and it was great to like you could find like-minded people loving it and just enjoying being there. And then I kind of fell in love with it from it. So that's why I started getting more into it, pushing that content creation, trying to do the TikTok, trying to do Twitter, the whole lot. And it was like learning what's the best way I could do things. And OBS, I'm always changing as much as I can as well. So much. Just to find the niche.
It's good that you keep it fresh, and I think when I first started streaming anyway, and now that I'm not doing it anymore, the infectious feel that you had pressing go live when you would stream as often as when you believed to do this because you wanted to make sure your name was there, that your content was always available, it hindered me more than it made a benefit. And then for a friend to say, just take a break. It's not going anywhere. You take your break, you collect your thoughts, and you come back an even stronger person making content. Best piece of advice I was given. But when the COVID situation happened and almost everyone jumped on this content wagon, did you have a healthy relationship with regards to streaming? Because I know a lot of people who would stream 7 days a week, 6 hours a day, and effectively made more harm than it did good.
So, of course, I work full time as well. So, I think originally I was doing maybe 4 to 5 days a week of streaming, and I was doing about 5 hours each night. When I was doing it, being a dad as well, I made sure I was doing days where I wasn't affecting my son as much as well. So that was the main thing. But like for me, after realizing, and this did take a while. I had to drop days back, started dropping off at 4, and then I went, you know what, three's the best way, separating it up. Then I get my time where I can spend time with Blondie or spend time going out with friends and everything like that I've made through streaming. And it just helped. It also gave me better for my mental health as well. Better, like completely. I was originally when I was doing 5 times a week, I would stress. Going down to 3, oh my god, godsend, absolute godsend.
I think you're right. I think the chat is saying as well. Yeah, three is a good number. Also, welcome on in, Daywalker. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. 3 is a good number. I typically stream 4 days a week, so my full-time job was so static 9 to 5 Monday to Friday that it made it easy for me because I didn't have the extra commitments of having children, and my partner is, well, sod her if she didn't like it. She knew where the door was. So it was so easy. It was so easy for me to do it. But then it was the burnout for me because I was doing too much, and there was no healthy separation for me to find a way to put all of my content into one where it wasn't. I would stream, I would stop streaming, and if I wasn't needing to sleep for work, it would be to create content. And then that content would be backlogged, and then I'd stream it immediately again after I've done my editing. It was so painful on me mentally, but I didn't realize it until I said, I gotta stop streaming. That's it. My content journey is over. Ross Chessie was done. So, no, but it's good that you did find that healthy separation and you took into consideration the real things in your life, because while streaming is fun, your life takes precedent over everything. So,
oh, completely. I mean, I stream while I'm on call as well. So I work when I have an on-call week. I stream when I'm on call, and I make sure in those streams, at the beginning of the stream, halfway through the stream, I could get paged any moment. If I have to drop, that's it. I'm sorry, dip straight on. So they know. My community knows if I have to drop, that's it. My real life comes first completely. The amount of times that I've had to drop because something's happened in the background, unreal, absolutely unreal. But my community is so understanding and so supportive, and will check on how I've done afterwards as well. Like, is everything okay? Are you all good? How was the job? Everything like that. So it's really refreshing that where in this content space where you do get the toxicity and the whole people will like not view you because you're not there. You find the right people, you find the right friends in a sense, because
yeah.
I say my community is my friends. I host live events. I did 2 last year near me. They come down and they have a good time and drink.
Is it that Hobbit pub?
Oh, the Hobbit pub, love it, absolutely love it. Incredible inside. Pints of cocktails, cheap as anything because it's in a student section and everything's based on the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. They've recently last year just made a castle in the garden. Absolutely insane, absolutely insane.
I will say this. Now, I'm not a big fan of drinking, and
Yeah.
I probably get a lot of flack on this now in chat, but I've never seen Lord of the Rings, so but I know of the Hobbit. I know of what it exists. But I'm trying to figure out: is it a normal sized pub themed on the Hobbit, or is it a small pub?
Oh, it's a normal size.
Okay.
Normal size. About 3 or 4 tiered size pub. Outside garden downstairs with a designated area you can drink. You can book out and drink. Pool table lot. Next stage you have actual live bands. They actually make a live band area. You can mosh or do whatever you want to do in there. And then next stage, nice chilled area for drinks with all the aesthetics of Lord of the Rings. And then right at the top is the entrance where bar's right there, and it tells you can, if you drink all these drinks, you can buy it. You can get a T-shirt for $5. So
Listen, I'll put my suggestion in the hat when it comes to our Streamseed social. We need to go here. I don't know where here is, but we need to go to this Hobbit pub, please.
I'll
This
make
is
sure.
amazing.
I'll make sure people know socially. Don't worry.
If I don't see every day a botted tweet at 8:30 of you going, check out the Hobbit pub, and we'll make it happen that people will be like, oh, I'm really dying for a drink. I know what we can do. We can just go and travel to where this Hobbit pub is. I'm there. My car's full, boots full. I'll put a roof rack on. Leon could be in the roof rack. Perfect. But we'll close this off, Bri, mate. What we'll do now, we will look to if you can give one piece of advice to, let's say, the OG PCs. So we've had don't trust Doughnut's worth. Don't take on Leon as 18 inches of forehead. Be true to yourself and just keep yourself consistent with content. I can't remember what Sleepy said. This is making me sound terrible. I've got everything written down. I can't remember what I've written. Sleepy said something adorable. Let's put it that way. Piece of advice.
Piece of advice. Just enjoy it. Literally, just enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Humble as ever. It's so nice talking to you because I come away feeling so good about myself, even though nothing has changed in my life. I turn up out of my seat, I go get a drink. That was a good night. What happened in my day? I couldn't even tell you. I spoke to Bri, and what did we speak about? Couldn't tell you, but I'm just ecstatic. Life's good.
Brilliant. Love it. Thank you for having me on.
No, thank you for being here. Now, welcome to Streamseed. This is only going to get worse for you, so I do apologize.
It's fine.
Go back and cause chaos with other PCs. I believe we have one more guest to appear, and then Colsey in the chat who's also filling in, and then we can draw this to a close. But thank you for your time.
That's all right. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Bright. Oh, isn't it just so nice and humbling when you get people who love this journey? It isn't just a case of an ulterior motive, and it's just you're single-minded to something that, you know. Oh, it's just so refreshing. Sacred Girl with the raid, thank you so much for coming on in. Welcome. I hope you had a great stream, and you've joined us at a moment in time where we're welcoming in our newest PCs. Oh, so what we have now from Colsey. My journey has been slow and steady, but full of fun and surprising opportunities that I didn't think would ever happen. I'm incredibly proud of everything I've achieved so far, and although that might not be 1 million subscribers yet, or anything at that magnitude, it's still such an achievement. I think the thing is, you never really know exactly what can come, or what could be right around the corner, so I'm always excited to see what opportunities come. Another humbling response. Colsey, truthfully, would you have thought of this kind of thing on the fly, by the way, if you were chatting with me today? Just got to see where your know-how comes into it. Right. So, Colsey, the last question for you will be, what would be a piece of advice you'd give to our OG creators, people who have been in this sphere for some time? Think about the last thing on there. And then we'll round this up with my least favorite PC, Sir Quack. And I'm joking. I love Quack. Quack, You can hear me. I know you can. Come on up. Don't sniff. Quack!
Well, you can't see my face, can you? So I can't actually do nothing.
No, I can see your face. The stream can't see your face.
Yeah. So
you can do whatever you want. It's fine. It's fine. And listen, it's the best for last, right?
would you believe it?
I typically no, because Leon did say to me when this all happened, please choose Quack last. He's going to be the worst. Now, those are his words. I'll send you the screenshot.
Yeah, that's fair.
But now that I've interviewed the rest of them, they've closed the stream, so they're not going to hear anything of this now.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's pretty much just me and you now.
It's just me and you. Chat, thanks for so much for coming along. I've been Ross. But similarly to Bri, with how we'd met at GSCon, your consistent scheduling to making content and you not really slowing down. I believe this feels like a long time coming. And again, similarly with your applications, Colsey, yourself, and Sleepy and Bri made such great applications. For me, it's overwhelming to see the level of care for it, which is humbling for me to sort of review it. What brought you into content creation? Why are you here now as a Streamseed partner creator?
It all started back into it. No, I've always had I've always wanted a creative outlook, like an outlet, and literally just being on my Xbox one day, and I thought, oh well, I've watched people on Twitch now and again. I might as well give it a go now and again, and made a lot of stupid things, like stupid errors, like streaming to nobody and playing, like going live like 4 times a day, thinking loads of people will want to join and stuff like that. And then I went like a month where I didn't do nothing, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm gonna give this a proper go. And that's why I have like my August is my stream anniversary or whatever. And then it's like, now we're going to give this a proper go. And to be fair, since then, I've not really stopped.
But has it been a nice level of consistency where you've been in control? Or similarly to how I was mentioning with Bri, when I started streaming, it was so infectious to me that I wanted to go live every day. Similarly to you with doing it 4 times a day, I wanted to make sure I was showing the world who I was. If there was raids possible, they were coming to me. Did you have a healthy separation with it?
So obviously the lovely Mrs. Quack, she keeps me on, because like you said, if it was up to me, yeah, I would go live nearly every day. I'd come home from work, have a shower, have food, and I just think, oh, I might as well go live. But like, there's a couple of times where Mrs. Quack has been like, right, you need to chill now, and I'm like, oh no, it's fine. She's like, no, you've like streamed like 4 times now, you don't need to do any more. I'm like, right, okay. So I've learned the hardish way of wanting to go absolute balls to the wall, but then realizing that that's not necessarily healthy when I've got real life commitments or real life people wanting to see me, and I'm like, oh no, I can't, I'm busy, and that's all I'm doing is sitting by a computer. But like, it's nice that I've found a nice balance where I can work. I always set a day for myself of, that is my and Mrs. Quack's day of just chilling and doing whatever we want type thing.
But has that been a gradual thing that you've learned, or did it come onto you suddenly where it was life has to take precedent, even though I enjoyed this journey?
It was a bit, well, it was a bit of both. It was a very sudden, and then I've had to learn of like, right, how do I work this out? And because with Wednesday I haven't streamed at all this week yet, but that's okay. I don't. It's not a. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's something that a lot of people do miss on this. And I always say, while being consistent, there isn't success in this journey by just pressing go live. There's so many other avenues you need to explore in order to try and find some form of success, because success isn't just getting the money bag and running away with it. People find success in the smallest things, like growing their community to a particular number. As Twisted said, we all need breaks. Exactly.
Yes,
whether you've got the world on your shoulders or whether you're putting too much into this, people need to detox from this journey.
Yeah, you need like at least, I would say you would need to have at least 1 day a week where you don't do any content creating whatsoever. And like Mrs. Quack says, she needs attention as well. Very needy. Very needy.
I need his attention. No, I can attest to that. But no, welcome on in. You are the class of 2023 partnered creators. I'm sorry about that. So welcome on in. I suppose then, really, it's a piece of advice, as I've asked everyone else. I don't know if, being the last person, have you thought of pieces of advice you would give to someone? We've all had some really good talks.
So I'll be honest, I wasn't listening to you. I've been talking to everyone else. So I
That
don't
is
know if I
literally the worst thing I've heard all day, and I'm going to be speaking to Leon at the end of this.
Yeah, that's fine. Just don't take it serious, but also remember it's not the end of the world if it's not the end of the world if you just stop it. We all do this for a laugh. We all remember the reasons why you started in the first place.
That is extremely humbling, but to counter that, I would say Lofty's doing this so that he can take the garage back, because Lofty was evicted from his garage by his wife and then taken to his loft. So he needs to get out of that sauna.
That's fair.
But no, thank you for your time. Welcome on in. I'm going to be your worst nightmare, but feel free to join everyone else and just have a chin wag before we all end this up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, other than Colsey to give me his piece of advice, that would literally be everything. Twisted there with my piece of advice is to get stuck in and enjoy the Streamseed vibes. If you can get it together IRL, if you can get together IRL, they're a blast. See, you're giving me too much credit, Twisted. I'm an annoying piece of shit with back problems. No, my back's fine now. I'm going to be an absolute laugh when this all happens again. Colsey there. Advice-wise, I'd just say do or make what you enjoy, what makes you happy. There will be people out there who enjoy the same things and will be similarly minded. Beautiful. A beautiful way to end it all. Guys, if you've got any pieces of advice to quote to our newest PCs joining, again, Colsey reading through the chat here, and the three we've just spoken to here, or even advice to the old PCs. These guys are old now. They joined in 2021. These guys are ready for like streaming retirement. What do we do there? We need more IRL drinks. I will gate crash. Twisted, the problem you've got now is the next time that there's a function, I'm going to be in a physical condition where I will be a problem. Believe me, I was at 20% of my maximum strength back then. It was so painful. I had to have Leon help me out of bed sometimes. I felt like my nan. It was crazy. But what we'll do now is, if they're listening in, we were going to do a small staff crossover. I believe Harley and Leon are in the chat, and I believe they're still on Hover. Hover? Gather. Don't worry, I said Hover. They are. Leon and Harley, if you want to join me on the table, we can have a little chin wag. Advice, be true to yourself. Don't try and be someone else because they are successful. You are not them, you are you. But I want to be Leon. I want to have 18 inches of forehead. I want it so much. What does that even mean? What do you mean, what does that even mean?
Go on, Harley, you can have the seat.
Share a seat.
You can have the floor.
You know what?
Can't
Leon,
share
take the seat. Take the seat.
Not enough donut there.
Ross, I just saw bare cheeks. What are you doing with your character?
Excuse me, this is a flesh morph suit. You are the only person that's mentioned my skin.
You just stood up and gave a full moon, okay? That is not my part.
Why is
this the first time you got up? This donut you've been sipping on is rather sweaty, I'll be honest with you.
Sweaty? Have you had the people I've been trying to speak to? Been trying to draw blood from a stone with guns? Oh, and there he goes. Meow.
I do love watching the stream and just seeing the guys flying around. It's hilarious.
Well, my concern was, before the 4 were even announced, they were all just trolling around our socials area. So for us, that'd have been oof if we weren't mentioned them first. But guys, what do you think about it all? The new PCs.
Oh man, it's been good. It's been good. Like, we've been sat with them the entire night. So I've been listening to the stream on like super low.
Yeah.
But we've just been sat and chatting and chilling with the guys. It's just been a good laugh.
I've been trying to
So
listen
nice
to
see.
stream, keep an eye on chat, and have the conversation at the same time. And admittedly, I'm still feeling the effects of the headache and the migraine, so I'm a little out of it. But honestly, they're a fabulous bunch, and it's been wonderful getting to know them.
Yeah,
we
I
won't
think
take won't take much
the
of your
new
time.
and
What
the
we'll say is,
OGs.
if you guys in chat got any questions for Harley or Leon or myself, now's your time to do so. We'll wind the stream down, so we've got about 10 more minutes, Let us know what you're thinking if you've got anything on your mind.
Yeah, if you've got any questions, hit us up. Say
Sounds
hit
good.
us up.
Hit me up. No,
Hit
I
us
think
up.
it's been nice to see the new and the OGs and the new guys coming together. I think we're going to see some interesting dynamics, let's put it that way, on some of our outreach projects with like Clip of the Week month and creators still on the table in the future. I think it's going to be an interesting mix.
Yeah.
Don't put some claws on, Ross. Don't commit.
I've fallen to peer pressure of the chat. I'm sorry.
Ross,
push the returns.
oh, Ross, you could have just gone cheeks to the world all day.
I
Virtual
squat, man.
cheeks
I'm
isn't
proud of my
against
cheeks.
TOS.
But no one wants to see this cake. So I'm sorry.
Do you know what I love, right? That in Gather, it doesn't matter, right? That you're like towering over me in real life. In Gather, we are the same.
And
Bloody
yeah, for
stand
once,
still.
I'm going to be the same height. Like, I'm the shortest by far, but no, I stand as equals here.
You say that. You're like 7'5", Harley. I don't know what you're on about.
Maybe in reverse, but no, I'm shorter than that.
I've seen Polaroid proof of Harley's height, and yeah, you do tower over a fair few people.
Polaroid.
Yeah,
proof.
yeah, like grasshoppers and mice.
Did you notice how much of a unit you was then? Guns just drove into you in a go-kart. You didn't even move.
Immovable object, baby. You don't get gains like these to be hit by a go-kart. Are you kidding me?
What a unit.
Going to the chapel.
How have you found it chatting with the creators tonight, Ross?
It's humbling because while a lot of people know where they want to go with this journey, it's still so nice that they want to learn more. And some of them already know where they want to go, while others just want the experience of just wanting to get more from it. So it's so nice that we pick these individuals because we know we can utilize the best out of them, but they also know that they're going to be getting the best from us. It's a firm handshake moment.
Firm handshakes all around.
Firm
I
handshakes.
think the important thing is each partner brings something unique to the table, and they all have their own personalities and their own passions and the games they love. And I think for us, it's almost fascinating to get to know them more and more and see how we can really help and support them, because it just, for each and every one, you know, you learn something different. What can we teach? What can we do? You know, and it's fascinating, really.
It's like we've said before as well. Like, there's the physical or like ability, isn't it, of creators to go and create a certain type of content or have the knowledge to do something. But something that always interests me is the mentality from one person to the next and how they approach a certain challenge or how they interact with certain people or in certain environments. I just like Streamseed day one. Like I said, when we put our launch date out, we've done a lot of learning over the last 2 years, and I think that's an absolute understatement because we've learned so much, and I mean like just between us collectively, like through like PLP stuff and like IRL events. I remember sitting in like Good Game Calf, like finishing the last of like the gaming stuff that we were going to do for the people in store. Harley was, like I say, online doing our gather at the time, and I just think like that was like over a year ago. But like even between then and now, we've learned so much. But then, like you said, we had that 6 to 8 months before that where we'd learned like tons about the creative industry in general. I just think you can't, your brain can't be big enough to store all of that information. Do you mean? I just think it's been phenomenal just to understand the mindset more.
Yeah, and how each perspective.
Yeah.
I think that content creation has a lot of hurdles in it. That is one thing we identified, is there's a lot of challenges creators face. And I think it's been fascinating on finding everyone's perspective of that hurdle. Some may see certain things as a big thing, other people may see it kind of as, inconsequential. And it's kind of really fascinating just to see, because some people just need that little bit of support or an explanation, and other people need a little bit more, encouragement and a little bit more of a breakdown. And I think that for us has been very enriching too, because we have the business knowledge, we have the statistical stuff, we have the creators, but it's been so rewarding to meet all these creators. Even like our partners are fantastic, the people even we've met on this journey, it's just been so rewarding to be part of it and start to see the positive impact it's already having.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the bit that gets me. I think I was saying it to you, Ross, and Optics the other day was, we've seen and done so much, and we've impacted so many people, and like vice versa, people have impacted us. I think we worked it out to have like, over 100 people in Creators of the Doughnut table. We saw, what was it, like 360 plus clips last year for Clip of the Year, like overall throughout all the episodes, and it's just like we haven't even launched. Do you mean that's the bit that wipes me out massively? Like on the website now, right? Like the website's bare bones. It's all marketing stuff at the moment. The website actual platform is going to come in when we launch in the next couple of months, and there's already hundreds of people, signed up to Free Seed for when that happens. And I just think like we haven't launched, but what we've achieved so far has been nothing short of unreal. Do you mean?
Yeah.
And just the amazing relationships and people that we've got to know along the way is just, and it just wipes me out. It's just absolutely mad, absolutely mad. So yeah, good vibes, good vibes and good times. That's
I'm
what
just
I'm
wiping tears from my eyes because it's
The feel for it.
it's been great to introduce everyone coming on board now, and it's nice to see that chat is moving with such positivity. But this doesn't end here. When launch happens, this is when the real work kicks off, and this is when boots go to ground for us. So while we have this partner created launch now, where we've accepted 4 new people, this won't be the end for that either. A lot of people can get on board. This journey doesn't stop here. We don't hold on numbers. This will be the perfect opportunity for you to begin now that we go live in 2 months' time.
I think that's the important bit for aspiring, partners, is, this isn't the end of like the partner creator program. We opened up to partners last year, and we took a couple of people on. We've opened this year, took a couple more people on, and that's only ever going to grow. Like as we get bigger and the demand for the stuff that we do becomes more, we're not going to like be laying it on thick with everybody that we've currently got. We want to expand that team, expand that experience, bring more people into the Streamseed family. So for anybody in the chat or anybody listening to this, like in VODs or whatever, watch this space, because if you want to get involved in Streamseed and get involved in what we're doing, there's always going to be opportunity, and we're constantly exploring different ways to do that. It might not necessarily be as a partner, but we're looking for like focus group stuff, and we're doing all that side of things as well. So there's opportunity there. But when the partner stuff does open again, don't shy away. Just get involved. Get involved. Let us know, what you're going to bring to the table, what we can help you bring to the table, and let's all get involved. Is what I'm saying. Just get involved.
Get involved. And I think an important thing that you touched on there, Leon, was this isn't the end. This round of partners is just one of many, but this is only the beginning of our journey, in a sense. Like the partners we took on last year, the partners we take on this year, this is continuously evolving and growing. And like you said, we haven't even launched. We're launching soon. And anyone who has either been watching the space for a while or is new, we encourage everyone to get involved. And my own personal advice is, no matter what happens, always just put yourself out there and try it. And just because no matter what, you're going to learn from experience. And it's so important as a creator just to keep pushing yourself, like put yourself in situations, even if you think you're going to fail, because failure is not what you think it is. Like if you don't get something, or if you apply for whatever partnership, whatever ambassadorship, even if you get rejected from that, that's not failure. Failure is completely throwing in the towel. It's having that the mindset of going, okay, this didn't work out, but what's next? What can I do? What can I improve? Or more importantly, is this right for me? And I love that mentality with things, is if you start viewing things as progress and learning, you're never going to fail.
And that's go on.
I was going to say that's like applicable for us, but that's for everything you do. Just keep putting yourself out there and have the confidence in yourself, because we have the confidence in you.
No, I agree. It's like, and another, just to add to that, progress as well isn't linear. Do you mean you don't just go from point A to point B? You know, there's a whole journey that that learning experience goes through. It's not just a simple case of, oh, I've made it now and that's it. Like, making it is step one in that journey. Do you mean
Yeah.
you've got to make it again and again and again and again, and that's the only way that you keep building and keep going. I mean, Streamseed, we've innovated and we've moved forward, we've redone things, we've revisited and picked things apart and come back and done it again. And the whole beauty of it is just to never see never see it as like an end product, but just as something you can continually innovate and evolve, because progress comes in many different shapes and forms and at varying speeds, and you've got to realize that, as frustrating as it can be, you're working towards a goal, and when you get to that goal, there'll be another goal that you can work toward, and before you know it, you've hit 10 goals or 20 goals, you've moved forward, and it could be little things, doesn't have to be huge wins all the time. Celebrate your successes.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is something that a lot of people don't realize, is that even if it is a tiny step, even if it's just one little thing, that's still a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way you got to view things. It's literally a case of, like, even if you stumble, you're still going forward. If doors close, the amount of times I've had doors like slammed in my face, and I'm actually thankful for it, because had they not, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sitting opposite Leon. We wouldn't have Streamseed had I not had rejection and failure. And it's just that continuality of, as long as you view things as a constant, be proud of what you've done, be proud of what you achieved, because you have worked hard, but always keep in mind that there's never an end goal. Your end goal shouldn't be something that's set in stone, like X amount of followers. Your end goal should be your happiness and where you want to, like, the kind of space you want to occupy, because it's a journey and you've just got to enjoy the journey. Like, triumphs and failures along the way. It's part of it. It makes you who you are, and you are valued for who you are.
I'll drink my glass of champagne on the table for that, virtual or not.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm going to drink my can of empty cherry Coke for that.
Yeah.
Let's get in. Let's get messy. But I think that's a perfect segment to end on, don't you think?
Yeah.
Any final thoughts from either of you?
I just look forward to the future. Honestly, like I said, we've come a long way. For me, what's next is too exciting to put into words, because things always adapt and change as we go. And like you said, we have our eyes on things, and
there's some big things in the works.
Exactly.
We can tease that a little.
Exactly. So we strive for things. Do you mean? But there's things that have happened and things that we're currently discussing that are just unreal. Do you mean? And I think that's what I'm looking forward to. I just want to. I'm ready for what comes next. I'm excited for what comes next. So watch this space is what I'll end on. That's my parting gift.
I
second that.
we're all in the same sentiment. I don't think we can top that. But if you guys want to go join the rest of them down below and start Causes of Chaos, I'll wind up the stream, raid out, and give firm handshakes all around. Thank you for your time, guys.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Cheers, Ross.
God, what a lovely pair of staffers and Leon. So the sound alert bot is bugged. I don't know why it's not playing it, but again, we're all ending it through now. We're going to raid out of some lovely creator. If any of you have any suggestions, please hit the channel point redeem to raid, and then drop the user that you'd like us to put some love toward. We'll pump over the Streamseed love to them. That was a horrible word, the phrasing of words. I do apologize. We'll give someone some love. And as I always say, firm handshakes all around, everyone. I want to thank every single one of you who have kept Streamseed in such high regard and followed us on this journey, which I could probably say for every member of staff here, between Leon, Harley, Optics, and myself, we could shed a tear at just how much we've put into this. The love and care and all of the little intricacies that we've got to this stage. And as Leon said, we haven't even launched, and we have such good things to show in theory, where we're at the moment, it's perfect. It's amazing. So now we'll look to raid out. Let's see if there's anyone in the community that's currently live. Do. This is a perfect time for Discord to just not want to work. There we go. We can give some love to Thorcast. Thorcast is playing Sea of Thieves. Let's go see what he's doing on the high seas. Oh, fancy someone new. Twisted, throw them at. Yep, throw them to us. The Twisted. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Are they now? That's perfectly fine with us. So let's go give Twisted some absolute love. We need to give them the greatest Streamseed hype that effectively we've performed all day. This stream has been incredible. The information that we're about to give out to you guys before we even go on to launch will be just detrimental towards your streaming career. And when we launch, hashtag watch this space, as Mrs. Quack has put into it. But thank you so much for joining us. I've been your host, Ross TSU, and we will see you for Clip of the Week on Thursday.